Reflection for Palm Sunday. Creatures of habit. The history of monastic communities in Yorkshire is as inspirational as the photogenic locations of the great Cistercian, an offshoot of the Benedictine tradition, foundations at Rev'd, Byland, Mount Grace, Fountains and Jervo. This last one in Wensleydale, near where we were staying last week for the first week of the Easter school holidays. The glory of these places is continued by the Benedictine monks at Ampleforth and the nuns at Stanbrook Abbey in the nearby village of Was, both just south of Helmsley, between the North York Moors and the Howardian Hills, area of outstanding natural beauty across the Vale of York from Wensleydale and Swaledale, and where Castle Howard was the inspiration for the televised and much-loved Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited. It's grand country in England's largest county, and I say that as a Lancastrian. Several years ago, my retreat destination for over 3 consecutive years was Ampleforth, the largest Benedictine Roman Catholic monastery in the United Kingdom, which also serves the integral famous public school. Being a guest of the monastery and sharing in their daily offices, officium, Latin, meaning duty, is a rich and rewarding endeavour. The rising bell at 5:15 for 6 o'clock matins, lauds at 7:15, mass 8:45, little hour at 1 o'clock, vespers from 6 o'clock, compline 8:15, followed by the greater silence and early bed. Meals are eaten in silence, with lunch and dinner accompanied by one of the brethren reading something improving. Within our own denomination, my belongingness to a Benedictine holy house has been for many years the Community of the Resurrection, CR, at Mirfield, also in Yorkshire, but the West Riding and the home of the College of the Resurrection, one of our resident theological colleges, stands testimony to a long tradition. There I am a companion and a member of the Society of the Resurrection, a sort of third order of men and women, clergy and lay. That belongingness is to enable ministry out in the parish and diocese to carry the living out of the resurrection faith into the world, not to try and become a monk or a nun, but to draw on their powerhouse of prayer. What this does, apart from creating holy spaces and a change of rhythm from ministry at home, is that it is a reminder of the sanctity of the present moment, valuing everything as God's time, which we can offer back to Him, but also the reminder of the rhythm we seek in valuing our meals and leisure as well as our work, and to mirror with the daily offices, morning prayer, said daily here of course, and live streamed Monday to Friday by each deanery out in the diocese, and evening prayer or evensong, said or sung daily at the cathedral, also live streamed each and every day. In this way we can adopt, at least to some degree, the sort of discipline that our monastic colleagues are obliged to live by. Midweek, as well as Sunday, for many of us, might also be a Eucharist. And so self-evidently, we can be there for each other, modelling the body of Christ in our standing alongside each other. It is our monastery. Benedict, author of the rule, has given us all a model that we too might be creatures of habit in our daily lives and routines, whoever and wherever we are. The monks gathered in their chapter house to hear the reading of the chapters of the rule and to conduct their busyness accordingly. We must, in our day, perhaps have a rule of life, even at this late stage, having journeyed thus far in Lent, and now on the threshold of Holy Week, we might yet want to commit to penning one. I would be happy to talk this through with any of you at any time. Perhaps for some of us, we need to adjust our time clock and our routines for the improvement or our redeeming or hallowing of time, and perhaps most tellingly, for the benefit of others who share our time and energy. This affects our personal and working lives, where the busy world has adopted mission statements, which of course the Church invented, and the virtues of the Benedictine ethos, namely stability, obedience, conversion of life, which could be reworked in other words such as human understanding, personal discipline, and spiritual longing. Attributes to enable this include attentiveness, hospitality, respect, integrity, stewardship or service, and equilibrium. Thus, we are all pupils or disciples in the school of the Lord's service, and like all the best schools, prep and homework come as standard. Lord, help us to learn. Every blessing